Hoki mai ki Warner Fitness, kei te taha mātou ki a Chris Knight. Nā te kino rawa o tana momona i aia I whakatakoto. Engari ana nei, me he mea ka mau tautoko, ka tai aia ki te huritana āhuatanga.
Number 1 was to get him up mobilising. Number 2 was to reduce the stress on the whānau. And 3, to improve his diet.
He mahere mahi tā Chris kia heke tona taumaha. Tuatahi me maranga aia mai te moenga. Ka korikori tinana aia, ka tini hoki ana kai.
Even just sitting on the side of the bed here, you know, it's painful.
Aha ko taua mamai I whakaroa Chris mō tōna whānau. Aha ko tana pūkeke kia hikoe anō.
Chris was nearly crying,
Yeah.
but he was determined.
It was agony. It was just painful. You couldn't stand, you couldn't put your foot down on the floor. Now, that's how sore it was. It was just agony. You wouldn't want it on your worst enemy, tell you. I shook like anything, you know, and the pain was unbearable.
Nā te mamai, neke hatu I te kotahi miniti te roa o tana hikoi, mai I te moenga ki te tatau.
Just to walk from where I just sat down to walk to here, it was nasty. I couldn't handle it. And my feet, you know, and you know, it bloody hurts from underneath, you know, and I used to shake. I shook like anything. My legs just shook, you know, and when it was hard for me to stand up, you know, I had to go, sometimes I have to get a chair behind me and to sit down, you know, or go back to my bed and walk back to try to get back to my bed or back to the sitting room, you know. So it was quite hard, really hard. And it was wonderful to see the sitting room, especially for, you know, since they're 6 months. When I came out here, oh, it was beautiful. Just to get outside, smell the fresh air, you know, and just look around, just to be outside your own house. It's wonderful, good feeling. A lot of things we take for granted, you know, especially when you can't walk and you can't do these sort of things, you take it for granted, you know. And I'm glad I could walk again and do things again, you know, and to be out here, it's just great, marvellous. Can't you feel it when we touch?
Kua roa ke, ua hoki tēnei kanikani mua Alexia me ana tamariki. Engari kei te harikoa rātou e ora pai ana a Chris.
You can dance, go and carry it on until... I should be long gone. Because I was like a balloon, my face was puffed up. It was big, I mean, I'm not lying, it was a big, my face was puffed up. It was red, like beetroot, it was bright red. And I was just fat, you know, and just lying in a bed didn't help, you know, and I reckon I shouldn't be here today because of my blood pressure wasn't very good. No, when you got a blood pressure that's about 250, you know, that's really high. That's dangerous. Felt really good to walk again, get up and start moving again, you know, and I'm never going to let this happen to me again. You know how people sometimes they give up again, they go back to the old thing again by hopping back in the bed again. Well, it's never going to happen to me. That's why I'm never going to have these again, you know. That's it, they're gone.
He mea ua rau atu te tū no iho. He mea ua rau atu te tū no iho mō Chris I mua rā. Engari I nei, kari he painga ki aia ki te hikoi. Kua pakere ake o na waiwai nā ana mahi ki roto I te wai o ngā puna kaukau.
I got up here and I was in pain when I got up here, out of breath and everything, you know, and then I just come over here and this is how I did it. Straight into the pool, I think. And that's how it all began for me.
Pool therapy gives you that freedom, and it's easier to start to mobilise and build up your fitness. To do that outside of the pool was just too difficult because he hadn't walked for a long time. His legs were and feet were very, very painful when he mobilised. But pool therapy, you don't notice that pain so much because you're walking in the water, but the resistance of the water builds up your fitness.
Once I was in the pool, man, I was so happy. You know, the weight was off my feet. It's just beautiful, you know, and then I slowly start to walk. It was hard, but I did it.
Aha ko te aha, te 35 miniti I roto I te hōpua wai, e omomo haere ana, e kauhoi haere ana, aha ko te aha, ka tika tērā te 35 miniti neke atu, kia toru wā I oiki.
Time for that, bro. That exercise.
Yeah, that's us.
Ki tua atu I te hikoi wai ka whakapakri ona ua ki te wharerehia e rua rā I a wiki.
My job was actually looking after the man's health. Dragging them out of their houses, like, not so much dragging them out, getting them out of their houses, getting them a bit of exercises and any medications. One day I come along to work and this nurse, or Wendy, she said to me that, you know Chris Knight? I said, I certainly do, he's my mate. And he said, well, you won't know him now. I said, why is that? Because he can't get out of bed. He lost all his legs, movement of his legs, whatever. His wife had to do everything for him. Myself, I went up and saw the man. I knocked on his door I knocked on his door and he said, come in. So I went in. So he can't get out of bed. So I walked in his bedroom and here he is playing spaces. No wonder.
I love it. Hey, can't beat it. You know, you're looking forward to do a bit of exercise and it's good for you. You know, lifting those weights. It's really good. I enjoy it when I see this van coming. It's good fun. You know, when you got to exercise and, you know, use the weights and all that, I wasn't looking forward to that. And the first machine I hopped on was a leg machine and trying to move your legs, you know, move the waiwais. And that was the hardest thing, getting the waiwais to move.
Focus a lot on some light weights. Really just keeping him moving, nothing above his head. You don't want to stress the heart too much. So he's still carrying really heavy, carrying a lot of weight. So really basic movements, and you can see he loves it.
Here for our puku. You know, you pull on this. It's for the puku. You know, it's hard, but it's good for the puku. And that's what it does.
Chris is just somebody that just wants to achieve a goal. If he sets his mind to it, he'll achieve it too.
One more. And that's what it's all about, folks. Getting into the business.
Ko motu, man.
You just finished a good workout now. How are you feeling today? Are you puffed? Or?
No, get away.
Oh, show
Get away. I feel good. I feel good. I go another round, actually. So, get away. It feels good.
Kei te kaha a Chris ki te korikori tinana. Engari kei te kāinga, kei te karanga tonu ngā kai o mua ki aia.
So, Chris, do you think kai was part of the reason you became sick and ended up in bed for 6 months?
Yeah, a lot of it's to do with the food, eh? And what you eat. And that's what, yeah, a lot of it's caused through this. Eating the wrong food. You got to eat the right food, eh? You can't be eating stuff like this all the time.
So knowing that it's not really good for your gout and all that, is it a challenge for you not to eat this kind of kai?
Oh, very much so. It's you know, because we love it. This is all the food we love to eat, you know. But then again, we shouldn't be eating this. But it's all right to have some now and again, not just all the time. You know, once in a blue moon. Ah, ka pai nera.
But not good.
E kai, but not good for you.